Alright, cool. So here we are. Nick, please make that a regular feature, says Dalek. Yeah, I mean, that seemed like we probably would play it a whole bunch. I mean, it seems like the thing that after a while it might get a little boring, but for now, I mean, well, the hype is still on it. That seems really fun. So yeah, we would definitely want to play that again, I have a feeling. It seems like we all feel that way. So, get better at Hearthstone so you can beat Ryan. Yeah, I mean, I have very few matches, so yeah, that'll probably happen in time. I hope so. Not that I'm guaranteeing I can ever beat him, but, you know, I'll try. After a bit, you should do a sub stream with that game. Yeah, maybe. That could be fun. Although there's not a whole lot of slots in it. I mean, if it's going to be, like, the three of us and then one person, or, you know, maybe just one of us and then three people. Hard to say. Then there's also the thing about how do we, like, get people in without having them on our Steam list. Because then we got to keep juggling people back and forth. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? No. No, I'm pretty bad. Have you ever played Star Maid? Nope. I've heard of it. Never played it, though. I think I might have it, actually. I need to check. There's no bigger to say for Magic. You're right. Did you get a haircut? Oh, I got a haircut, like, a couple weeks ago. You can solve a Rubik's Cube. That's pretty neat. Worst thing you've ever eaten? Somebody asked me that last time. I didn't know what the proper answer was, so I just sort of went along with it. I didn't really remember. Here got a huge upgrade. Did it? Still got antimatter condensers, I think is the last thing. Oh, I see a golden cookie showing up. Cookie production frenzy. Yeah. Start a Let's Play of Hearthstone. I'm probably going to actually make a couple of videos for it. I'm thinking what I'm going to do, and maybe I'll do this like tonight actually after I'm done doing whatever we're doing here. I'll just go ahead and I'm going to record like unlocking each of the decks and just kind of talk while we do that. I think that could be fun. Have you played Kentucky Route Zero? No, I haven't. It was really expensive, so I just didn't get it. Am I wearing socks? Yes, I am. I have a zero tolerance policy lately towards socks that don't keep my feet adequately warm. I guess I have kind of poor circulation or something, so like a lot of the socks I wear, just my feet are just like frozen solid, and it's just uncomfortable. So I've been just like going through those and getting rid of socks that don't do it. So yeah, I am wearing socks. You denied me on Steam, but Northernlion and Josh accepted? Did I really? Try it again, I guess. Maybe I didn't know you at the time you sent that, and I just maybe hit ignore all. Sorry, I didn't mean it. It's not personal. Looking for more questions here. Yeah, feel free to ask questions if you want, and just hang out for, you know, half an hour, or something like that. Last night I tried to stream some GTA, and Twitch just kept breaking, or I don't know, whatever the hell was going on. It was a goddamn massacre. The OBS broke like a million times, and my HD PVR kept breaking, and my laptop kept turning off. It was like everything was just broken. Chat is still fucked up? Okay, well, wouldn't surprise me. Have you heard of Sports Friends? No, I haven't. Any opinions on SteamOS? I actually need to look into exactly what that is. I mean, I understand what it is, but I need to look at like the specifics about it, so don't really know much to say right now. Have you heard of Doorways? It's been greenlit. Thought you should do an impressions on it. Yeah, I have heard of Doorways. I watched the trailer. It looks interesting, I guess. I would probably play it, but I don't have it right now. Is it? Can I get it? Like, is it available? I think there was like a free version or something that was showing up on the Game Jolt or something like that. Scale from 1 to 10, how good does it feel to take your socks off after walking all day? Well, since I started doing YouTube full-time, I don't really do a whole lot of walking, unfortunately. I pretty much sit at my computer the whole day, and it's terrible. I get no exercise. So I really need to put that back into my schedule. There was a while when I was making it a daily thing to, like, go on multiple mile walks. And I was actually, like, tracking it and everything. It's definitely a good to-do thing. Now I just don't do it, because I'm just scum. What size jeans am I? I don't know, like 32 or 33, something between 32 and 35, I guess, depending on what kind of jeans it is. Not sure why that really matters, but... favorite character in GTA? I don't know, I haven't seen enough of the cutscenes really to know who I like the best. So far, they all seem cool. When I get further in, maybe I'll address that again. How old am I? 28? You ever play dot hack games on PS2? Good stuff. Or maybe watch dot hack sign. I haven't played any of them, but I had a friend that was like really, really into them. And I've heard they were very good. Never tried them. They're also kind of hard to collect. I think that was the real reason also that I was sort of interested. Is like, hey, these are kind of rare, so maybe I want to get a bunch of these. Available for $8.99 or was as of last night. You're talking about Doorways, probably. Steam OS lets you stream from your good computer onto your Steam OS computer in the living room. Has some interesting potential. Alright, well, I guess that's one way to do it. You could also just get like a sling box or like a long HDMI cable. Get an exercise bike. I don't really have room for it, but yeah, that would probably work. It's not bad, actually, for exercise. You have bad blood circulation in your feet. Try to curling your toes for a few minutes every now and then. I had the same problem. Yeah, I kind of do think I'd do that, probably. I sit and I just, like, I do stuff with my toes, like, the whole time I'm sitting, but I really should probably get, like, a standing desk set up. I'm gonna give you a Steam code for Limbo. I'll send it to your Twitch messages. Oh, thank you. I don't think I have it for PC. I have it for 360, but I don't think I ever bought it again on this, so maybe that's cool. How much of Game Dev Tycoon have you played? After a little while, you learn the game mechanics, what works good. No, I've actually played very little of it. What you saw me play on that stream that time, if you ever did see me do that, that was all of that I've played of Game Dev Tycoon. I was a little apprehensive about that game because I actually had, I had the iOS thing that was very similar to it, Game Dev Story, and I was sort of a little frustrated that the game was so similar to that. And that game I played the crap out of, so I kind of figured out, like, these are probably the same patterns that would work, and it's kind of just, they want you to follow along with the same patterns of what happens in reality, I think. Have you ever done a martial art? I did wushu when I was a little kid. Don't remember how far I got with it, but I think I took it for about 2 years or so. Have you ever done, yeah, a desker size bike? Yeah, that would be interesting. Do you watch Game of Thrones? If so, who's your favorite character? There's a lot of really good characters in Game of Thrones, and yes, I do watch it, although I haven't watched the new season, so no spoilers, of course. The Khaleesi woman's pretty awesome. I hear curling your toes helps with jet lag, too. Good tip. Good tip for life. Good life hack. He's basically the embodiment of crazy shit you can do in GTA. How long is your list of pretty Unity 3D exploration games that you have yet to record and publish? I don't really sort them by genre or anything, but I think I have like over 300. Did you unmod me? No, I didn't. I didn't unmod anybody. If you got unmodded, it's probably just Twitch being dumb, so don't worry. Were you even a mod before? I don't remember. I didn't change anything, is all I'm trying to say, so. Yeah, don't feel bad. They did acknowledge the Kairosoft game in their... Oh, okay. That's good. How do you feel about animal activists trying to boycott GTA 5? I don't really understand it. What the hell's questionable about animal activism in GTA 5? Maybe I haven't gotten that far. There's a golden cookie that I just missed. Oh well. Have you watched Arrested Development? Nope, not yet. Die Hard tip, curling your toes. Yeah, make fists with your toes. I think you're a mod in Josh's. Well, that would probably explain it. Yeah, I mean, you would be pretty high on my list for next people to mod if I ended up needing more, so don't feel too bad about it. Is it healthy for me to have 70 plus Steam games? Probably not. I don't know. I don't really know if you can make an assertion about what's healthy in Steam games. I think it's because of being able to kill dogs, deer, coyote, willy-nilly. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but who cares? Like, they're not real. I mean, yeah, I guess I've sort of made opposite arguments in other things, but yeah, you could do it in Red Dead. Did they get really upset about that? You could skin them in that. Godliness is next to godliness. Did Twitch take away our beloved icons? You ever seen the TV series Red Dwarf? Nope. I think I've heard of it. Never watched it, though. Red Dwarf is excellent. Well, in Red Dead, that's for resources. You can make a really long and convoluted argument and say that shooting animals raises your shooting skill, so it's also kind of a resource. You grew up in New York? Well, in the same way that I'm in New York now, but I've never lived in the city, if that's what you mean. How does the YouTube money system work? Is it just to do with advertisements? Yeah, kind of. Can't really get into many specifics, but yeah, that's mostly it. What can I do with my pixels on indieimpression.com? When you get pixels, basically the idea is you're going to be able to redeem them for free games that I put in the pixel shop, which I haven't really added any new ones in a pretty long time, so I really should get on that. But yeah, that is the point. So essentially, you go visit stuff, leave comments, log in. Twice a day you can get 2 more pixels. So every 24 hours you can get 4, and then each comment you leave on each unique video you can get another 1, and then you can eventually redeem them for free games. What part of New York do you live in? I live upstate. How did you meet Northern Lion and Josh and get into YouTube? Kind of all in the same way in a way. I got started by doing Super Meat Boy videos to show off the levels that I was making because I was kind of big into the Super Meat Boy level editing community. And when I was doing that, I figured, well, there's really no good way to show people the levels I'm making other than to take a video and post the video in the forums so we could talk about them, and hopefully people would go and download the levels and try them themselves. And from there, I eventually decided to do a couple Let's Plays, and at one point, Northern Lion decided he would do a review of my bigger, more popular chapter called The Passenger. And I'm not talking specifics about where I live, guys, just so you know. But yeah, that's he did that video, and it was just a video. It really didn't do like particularly well or anything, but it was kind of what made me notice that he was a big guy on YouTube, and started watching him from there. Over the course of like the next 6 to 8 months, I left a whole bunch of comments. We started chatting a little bit on Twitter, and eventually we started talking a little bit more, and talked to his girlfriend Kate a bunch, and it seemed like everybody was super nice. Everybody had a good time, and eventually we ended up going to PAX and hang out there for a while. You heard of Red Hook? Yes. The game is Game Dev Story by Kairosoft. It's not free, but it's pretty cheap. Oh yeah, another golden cookie. Click Frenzy, clicking power times 777 for 13 seconds. I've never had that before. I guess that's a new thing. I can't even see the number of cookies I'm getting. Or is that 58 billion per second? It's a whole bunch of cookies. Not like you're incentivized into killing animals. I think that was all. So I could buy another antimatter condenser. Yep, almost 2 million. Or 2 billion, I mean, per second. Forgot how high that number had gotten. You easily argue that animals were added into the game for better immersion, making them invulnerable would take away from that. I agree. How did Twitch fix itself? What about all those big deer hunting games? Nobody wants to boycott those terrible games. Yeah, seems a little selective to me, but what are you gonna do? See how hard I go during clicking Frenzy? I've gotten it during regular Frenzy, so I had 777 times 7 cookies per click. Or raised to the 7th. I don't know which one. I don't. Usually star means multiply, but people are just gonna protest. Favorite restaurant chain? Tough question, I guess. Are we talking fast food? Because if we're talking like actual dining, then I really like Red Lobster a whole bunch. Those cheddar biscuits are really good. Who remembers what PETA did with Pokemon? I actually don't remember that. Swing is a style of dance. I like Olive Garden. Yeah, they're not bad either. I kind of like our Olive Garden. Wow, I can't say words tonight. What the hell's going on? I'm kind of worried. I'm going to have to record some videos and just tripping all over myself. I have a place by my house called the Cheddar Biscuit. It looks like shit, but hot damn, is it good. Pokemon X or Pokemon U, Pokemon Y. Which is the better one? I'm gonna say Pokemon Y is the better one on this one. Oh, heading out, Steel Joe, Steejo, Steho. I'm not sure how to say your name, but yeah, have a good one. Is Nick having a stroke? Yeah, that might be the case. Your Steam title is a lie. Stream title. I don't see you in that many collaborations with Northern Lion on YouTube. Yeah, we haven't done very many videos together, actually. I'm not sure we've done hardly any. We've done a couple, I think, between me and Josh and him. But yeah, he's a busy guy. We don't often get to hang out as often as I'd like, anyway. I wonder if they've added Cookie Clicker to the list of things you can stream yet. Oh, it is there. Oh, that must have happened fairly recently. Oh, that's good news. So now I can finally advertise the game that I'm actually playing. Favorite NFL team? I don't really have one. Games you're considering for Let's Plays nowadays? I asked because I saw your Let's Chat episode of Rogue Legacy. I kind of want to do It'll Do. I kind of want to do Super Metroid, but I also kind of just want to stream Super Metroid because I made a really nice streaming setup for it. But then it was too late, so I just didn't. Oh yeah, I was gonna possibly also do Guacamelee, because I totally was gonna do a video on that, and I kept putting it off because I was just gonna Let's Play it instead. But now, just today, I found out they're adding new stuff to Rogue Legacy, so I'm probably gonna just play more of that at some point too. I still have a window here from Josh. Oh. Say whatever you want, in my opinion, not just Rogue Legacy. Well, by definition, it wouldn't just be Rogue Legacy. I mean, I'm already still doing Spelunky anyway. Do you like character action games? Yeah, I do. I definitely enjoy them. I've played a bunch of Devil May Cry. I've played a bunch of Bayonetta. Technically Darksiders, Prototype, Crackdown, kind of. Well, less so Crackdown. When are they adding stuff to Rogue Legacy? Love that game. Not sure. They didn't say anything specific about the time it's happening, but they did say that it should be happening. Yeah, I tweeted earlier today. It's pretty exciting. Could you do Castle Story? I don't have Castle Story. You need to play Killer is Dead then. Yeah, but I don't have any money, so probably not. Honestly, I shouldn't have bought GTA 5, so... I did anyway, though, because it just felt like, hey, I haven't bought a new game since, like, June. And I just kind of... Sometimes you gotta do something to make yourself a little perked up, though. I mean, like, having no money sucks, but at the same time, like, you can't let that get to you, so you gotta do something to kind of, like, pretend you don't have no money for a minute. That makes any sense. That's what I heard, Beef. What'd you hear? Apparently Killer is Dead is pretty bad. Yeah, I kind of heard that too. Have you bought any of the games you review, or are they all gifts free? I've bought a couple of them, but yeah, for the most part, a lot of them are codes from the developers or free games. Should play the Kingdom Hearts series. I'm not that into it. I played through the first one in its entirety. Beyond that, I was like, well, I didn't really like do that much, so it would be a little silly for me to Let's Play it or anything. Plus, I have no real way to do that. Because my HD PVR, as was demonstrated last night, is a pile of garbage. So I would have to buy a $200 Elgato, and, you know, like I said, I have no money, so... Yeah, probably not going to be doing console games on the channel. And there's not a whole lot of impetus to really play console games anyway. I think pretty much everything I like is on PC. Are you going to give the third one a try when it comes out? The third what? Are you going to stream Mighty Number 9 when it comes out, aka the game created by Keiji Inafune is supposed to succeed? I don't know, probably. Oh, the third Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, probably not. No reason I wouldn't play Mighty Number 9, it's like, alright, whenever. We'll see about it when it actually happens. Every time Suda51 announce a new game, I'm expecting something great. Yeah, I've kind of felt the same way for a while. Risk of Rain is going to be released soon. Do you have any interest in streaming, making videos of it? Yeah, I could do that. I made the one Indie Impressions video. I definitely want to do a revisit. Working on a fan art for Indie Impression. How do I send it to you? Just if you could tweet it to me, that'd probably be the fastest way to get it to me. Otherwise, you can email it to me. I have a contact form on indie-impressions.com. Play AVNA. I'd like to. I don't have it, actually. I was supposed to get a code, just never came, so... Don't really know much about it, haven't gotten a chance to play it. Probably would have made a video by now if I had it, but... Oh well. That's a thing that happens for some reason. For whatever reason, a lot of the games that like, and this one I especially don't really understand because I thought I was getting one, but then a lot of times I send out requests for codes, I just like never hear back again, and sometimes I even follow up and it's like just goes, goes away. Would you ever consider getting a Wii U if only for Bayonetta 2? Pardon my ignorance if it's not exclusive. I believe it is exclusive. And if there was anything that would make me want a Wii U, it would probably be Bayonetta 2. That's probably the coolest looking game that's coming out on the system, or that will be out on the system, in my opinion. Um, oh, I missed another golden cookie. Sorry, guys. I'm a huge scum. Almost all his games end up short and sweet. You can beat No More Heroes in 7, 8 hours. Such a wild ride. It leaves a huge impact on you. So I gotta go, chat. Tell me rumbling. Bye, in coma. Yep. See you later, Ender. Good night. Thank you, G-Wizard. Very nice of you. Yeah, I missed the cookie. Sorry, guys. Is that the last question? I wish they'd hurry up and just make GTA 5 or Steam, so I could just, like, play that on stream. But then I gotta worry about nipples and stuff. I hate that that's such a worrisome thing, like that if you stream a nipple by accident, like you could get in all kinds of trouble. Or if you put a nipple up on YouTube, like who the hell cares? I have nipples. Greg, can you milk me? Why is that such a big deal? How many cookies have you clicked? You have a comfortable bed? Yeah, it's fine. Nipple danger. I know, right? Like, why is there nipple danger? RPG did it. Yeah, but RPG got in trouble, though. I saw people petitioning GTA to not be put on PC, lol. Yeah, that's really dumb. Like, what do you have to gain from that? Let's just, like, limit the people that can play game. Because why? So there'd be a petition for them to put it on PC and a petition to not put it on PC. So, like, who do they listen to? Who cares? And then there'd be a petition to, like, not listen to the petition to put it on PC, and then another petition to not listen to the petition to not put it on PC, or whatever I said in reverse. Us Europeans have no problems with nips. That's why I like, well, one of the many reasons I like Europeans, because it's just, like, way less uptight culture over there. And I think I would probably be much more at home and comfortable around people that are not, prude-ish. I mean, I don't really know a single person that doesn't have nipples, so what the hell are we going to be offended by them for? It's really silly to me. If they released GTA 5 on PC, they would do a lot of money. Gamers would get mods. Yeah, I think that, well, the reason they didn't want to release it on PC was largely to do with people, modding it and pirating it and all of that. But it's not like people just would straight up not buy it. I think that's a really big misnomer that piracy accounts for lost sales. I think they are two separate avenues, but my head is not in the right place to discuss anything actually serious right now. I've been drinking soda all day, so my head's like rushing and I've had no food. I should probably eat before I go and record anything. That's why I keep stumbling over words and saying dumb stuff. I have no clue. Apparently, they're saying when PC gamers are self-entitled or something. I don't have nipples. Sorry to hear that, Cross. Or, I mean, if you choose not to have them, I guess not, then. I'm going to buy you the next Humble Bundle, put it on to give out on your website. Thank you very much. Don't feel obligated, though. I can probably get free codes by asking developers and stuff, so, I mean, don't feel like you have to spend money on me, because a lot of times money doesn't have to be spent. But I appreciate the sentiment one way or the other. I know a person who doesn't have nipples. Yeah, I know there are people that don't have nipples. I'm not saying, like, there aren't. And, yeah, I mean, people that get, their breasts removed from breast cancer and all that, a lot of times don't have nipples, so... Yeah, I don't want to make this dark, but yeah, there are reasons why that would happen. Anyway, did I miss another golden cookie? Should learn to eat more frequently, lol. Yeah, you're right. I eat like once a day sometimes. It's really dumb. Also, my sleep schedule is so bad. I was up. I ended up I was on the stream last night with Red Panda Gamer until like I don't know, like 5:30 in the morning or 6 or something. And then when that was over, I still wasn't really that sleepy, so I just turned on Breaking Bad. figuring I would like fall asleep while that was going, and I didn't. So I watched the entire episode. It was a really good episode, of course. And then after that was over, I was like still not that sleepy, so I just like looked at Reddit for an hour, and eventually somewhere in there I started to drowse off or doze off. So yeah, it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning when I fell asleep, and then I got up and it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So maybe it was like 2 something, and then I just sort of like sat in bed and read emails while I was waiting to get up, and then I ate a Hot Pocket, and then the whole day went by. I recorded some stuff with Josh, and then I did the NLSS, and now here I am on stream. And the sleep during Breaking Bad, classic mistake. I didn't really anticipate falling asleep, but I thought maybe, hey, that would work. Should read books before going to bed. You're not wrong. It's kind of a good idea, actually. What did I just get, by the way? Oh, cookie production times 7. That's cool. Has Rock Lee Cola been added to Soda Drinker Pro's DLC? No, it hasn't been added yet. I did make a request. The developer Will Barley actually asked me, like, you can just like tell me a place you want to drink soda, and I'll add it to the game. So I was like, well, thought about it. I asked Twitter what they thought, and the best answer that I could come up with was drinking soda inside of a larger soda. And so I told him that, and he's like, yeah, I already did that. It's like, alright, we're on the same page, man. I like you. Will's a really cool guy. Hey, Triku, how's it going? Is there something else after the antimatter condenser? No. My face being at the bottom, that's just the end. There's nothing else there. Legit confession, I've never seen an episode of Breaking Bad, but I know most, if not all, of the plot. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, it's a pretty good show. It's really dark, really sad, but very exciting and kind of intelligently written, so yeah, it's all good. What is an ideal game mechanic in a good horror game that you would play? What would be a scary enemy? What would a scary enemy look like to you? I really am into the like Silent Hill camp of horror. So like the H.P. Lovecraft, Clive Barker, I don't know, like 2 or 3 other horror writers that have gone in that direction. Really, like, you can't parse what the form of them is. They're like masses of horrible stuff. Sort of like the giant meat club monsters from Silent Hill 3. I think those very well exemplify the sort of ideals that I look for in horror. Things that just don't make sense. Yeah, Eldritch stuff. Which is another game I need to actually play. I should record that tonight, honestly. How long did it take you to get past that 1,000 subscriber mark? Let's see. So I started in April-ish of 2012. I started doing like full-time, like every day. And I think I had it by like July or so. But I already had like 150 subscribers or something when I was at that point from my Super Meat Boy levels. So I had done some on and off stuff from like 2010 to 2012. I actually had a couple of Let's Plays, and a few people knew me from the Super Meat Boy forums, and so I mean I had maybe like a tiny bit of momentum from that. But yeah, that it was probably about that long. The smoke monster from Lost doesn't do it for me, actually. What do you think of Eternal Darkness? I think it's a great game. I would probably love to play that on stream if I had a way to hook up my GameCube to my computer and stream it. Actually, I've beaten the game, but I would go through it all again, because it's been a long time since I played that. Have you read anything from H.P. Lovecraft? I bought the giant Necronomicon book with like 700-800 pages of it, but I haven't really read much. I went through the first, I don't know, 80-100 pages or something, but that's about as far as I've gotten. Stuff from the Uncanny Valley type are really disturbing. Are 200 people really just watching a number go up? Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm also like talking and stuff, so hopefully that counts too. Totally sounded condescending when I said that. Sorry, didn't mean it that way. Did you know Breaking Bad is reported on the news for making real meth? I don't know what that even means. It sounds stupid though. The game I'm adding a soda drinker mode to is a Lovecraft game. Apparently I've been making it just for you. Neat. Glad to hear it. How did you meet Northern Lion? I already answered that already in this stream. I tend to answer it like 2 times every time that I do a Q&A. But feel free to go check this out later. It seems to be a trend now that I post all of the Cookie Clicker VODs on my stream, on my YouTube, I mean. So, yeah, if you want to go hear the answer, there's that. Or just watch the other 5 episodes. I'm pretty sure I've answered it like 2 or 3 times there. And with the amount of times I just said words, I probably could have answered it again. Did you ever update your Super Meat Boy levels to be harder? Nope. How did Northern Lion meet you? Actually, that's a more appropriate question. Well, it's actually both in the same direction, yeah. Meat Boy levels. Have you seen Pacific Rim? No. I've heard it's decent, though. I would watch it. Again, no money, so I'm not going to go out and buy it, but, you know, if somebody, like, took me to the movies... It's a really dumb way to say that, sorry. The unexplainable horrors from Lovecraftian stories are really creepy, and so are the Uncanny Valley-style things. Also, the horror stuff, like, there are some creepypasta stuff that totally get to me. There was a story about, like, some woman that, like, crawled in an oven and recorded. It's horrible, gory stuff, but it's like, yeah, that kind of got to me a little bit. And the story stuck with me, even though I only ever heard it one time. One of the best movies I've seen this year. I thought it was just a, you know, summer movie, which I usually don't put much stock in. You'll take me to the movies. That's nice of you. The Fallen Fate. And Pie Avenger. And Cross 97. Everybody wants to take me to the movies. Appreciate it. Are you into board games? Not all that much. I would play, you know, a game of Monopoly or something. Trivial Pursuit I like. Battleship, I guess that counts as a board game. Your favorite author? Ever heard of David Foster Wallace? I actually haven't, and I'm not sure I really have a favorite author. A lot of things I'm really indecisive when it comes to picking a favorite of anything. If you get a GameCube controller adapter, you can use Dolphin Emulator to stream Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. They're around $10. Hey, that's a decent idea. Can I just play it with my GameCube controller, or with my 360 controller, I mean? Have you ever read the Scary Stories books? They're really creepy. Nope. How did you meet Mr. Twitch? Did I meet Mr. Twitch? My first stream was I did the Mega Man cross Street Fighter cross Mega Man, whatever it was. And I think I just decided to try it. Oh, Golden Cookie. Hey, Cookie Frenzy. Not really sure how I met it, though. Tell Ryan to do a Monopoly thing on the NLSS. I'm not sure he likes Monopoly. And also, that would be a really long game, because oftentimes when I play Monopoly, it takes, like, a week on and off. Your favorite cartoon as a kid? I really liked the X-Men a lot when I was really young. That was pretty cool. I mean, like, everything that was on Nickelodeon was awesome. I watched a lot of Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Hey Arnold, I guess. I was kind of a little too old at that point to watch Hey Arnold, but I watched it anyway. I think I was probably, what, like, 13 or something. I was still watching it. Rocko's Modern Life. Have you prestiged yet? How many heavenly chips? I have not prestiged, actually. It's Crashbox. You're never too old to watch Hey Arnold. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm 22 and I still watch cartoons. Fair enough. Yeah, not like I judge. I just felt judged, that's all. What is your future indie game going to be about, if it's not a secret? Well, I've already talked about, you know, making Cream of Heroes a bunch of times, so I guess there's that. We talked about that at length on RPG stream last night, so if you want the full synopsis, go to Red Panda Gamer Streams, you know, twitch.tv/Red Panda Gamer Streams, and then the VOD of it. He played a whole bunch of Volgar the Viking, and we talked about basically everything. Did you read my post about how to beat Purgatory and Spelunky on? Yes, I did. It was very, very entertaining. Well done. Thank you, the Random Man. Cream of Heroes, Jito... Goatee of the Year, all years. Yeah, I always say Goatee of the Year. Make an indie game because you know so much. Thank you. I would hope to do that at one point. It was one of my very long-term goals. If I could make enough money to support myself and then be, you know, not worrying so much about money, and then eventually free up a little bit of my time, that I would maybe hire someone and work on an indie game. I think that would be really fun. Do you ever create any of your game ideas from Game Dev Tycoon? Probably not, because those are just kind of silly ideas. I would probably do something a little bit more serious. How are you feeling? Kind of lightheaded. I really need some food, actually, so I should probably not stick on here too much longer. Have you ever combined your music, such as the Vertex albums, with your future game designs? Nope. That stuff kind of exists in a vacuum for me. So, Yeah, I mean, if you want to listen, feel free. Go to my SoundCloud. Links on my YouTube channel. Feel free to link it in there. What would that eventual indie game you make be about? Don't know. Still up in the air. But yeah, I mean, I have talked about Green Imperials, like I just said, so that's one idea. I might actually want to pursue that idea. I don't think it's a terrible one. You should just stream 24/7. We could all watch you sleep. I mean, what? Yeah, exactly. Very excited for Rebirth. Absolutely. I would definitely be interested in making videos for it and all of that, but then again, we might end up in one of those same conundrums like with, you know, the way Spelunky ended up, where every single person I know in my entire friend circle is just making videos of it 24/7, and then it all seems like all we do is the same stuff, which is not always fun for people to watch. You know, there are individuals at play with all different personalities and things. It seems a little silly to subject all of our viewership to all the same ideas, so I don't know. What's your favorite type of cookie? I really like oatmeal raisin. I also really like chocolate chip. Pretty simple guy, I guess. Also, if you could do like peanut butter chocolate somehow, that would be great. I would love it. Also, brownies is probably... If brownies are an option for my favorite kind of cookie, then I win with the brownies then. Beard? Yeah, some. By the way, sorry my little video window's like super tiny down at the bottom there. Can't really see a whole lot, I guess. Hopefully nobody minds. Mustache? Oh, yeah, I need to shave. I haven't shaved in a while. Oh, golden cookie. I almost missed that one. Good call. 696 billion more cookies to add to the pile. Nick, for your indie impressions 2-year extravaganza, you should do a 56-hour live stream where you play indie games like Jay Smith. Maybe. 2 years. When is that going to happen? That's going to be April 2014. Man, it's going to come up faster than it seems. Man, I can't believe that I actually accomplished playing an indie game every day for an entire year and then didn't even stop. Like, what the hell am I doing? I sure hope this whole thing works out, because that's a lot of time of my life that I devoted to this. I love doing it, though. Honestly, I do. It's pretty much my dream job, so I'm really happy that I have this opportunity. Well, it's my dream to dream job. It's the thing that I dream of making a job out of. But yeah, I'm very grateful to you guys for showing your support and being around and watching stuff. I don't think I could ever do a 52-hour live stream, though. I think that's, like, dangerous. Are the indie impressions recorded ahead of time? It seems difficult to stream and make a movie every day. A lot of times I record 2 or 3 days in advance, but right now, well, actually, as of this exact moment, I actually do have, like, 2 up in advance. But a lot of times I don't. Like, a lot of times I just play by ear and I just do something the night before. It's kind of stressful, actually. Like, I don't recommend that. You should probably try and record a bunch at a time and render them all off. Yeah, do I have a lady or guy friend? Nope, no lady friend. But anything lower feels like giving up. Got your code for Project Zomboid? No, actually, I talked to them one time on Twitter. I was like, hey, I should like email you about an inquiry for press, and then I just never did it. So I'm pretty sure they would give me one. I just didn't follow up, so it was totally my fault. How do you get your cursor circles not to move and your evil grandma zombies not to be in the background? Well, I turned off probably like particle effects or something, so that's probably why they're not moving. Same with like why there's no cookies in the background and the milk isn't really going crazy or anything. And what was the other question? How do I make the evil zombie grandmas not be in the background? I bought the whatever the hell. There was a thing that's like, yeah, the Elder Covenant, so you don't have to deal with the grandma thing anymore. Because I just didn't want to have it be there, I guess. I don't really know. Where I lost my place here. Would you ever consider... What the hell am I doing? Doing Project Zomboid Let's Play when it comes to Steam? I don't know, maybe. I'm not super into doing zombie games all the time. I like diversity, and that seems like it would be very depressing to do every day, or like almost every day. Not necessarily a bad idea for a game thing to do, but like Mathis has that pretty well covered. I think he's like the zomboid guy, and I wouldn't want to like move in on that territory. Have I ever thought about writing traditional critiques of indie games? I have thought about it. I don't know that that's for me necessarily. I like writing, but writing stresses me out if I have to do it for a deadline. I like doing videos because it just kind of comes out off the cuff and it feels right to me. It feels like the way that I want to present myself most of the time because it's like you can't set your expectations too high, which is the thing that being somebody with really big like severe anxiety disorder, like I do that constantly. So I feel like I'm sort of letting myself off the hook because nobody can expect anything that I do to be perfect if I do it as a first impression style where it's done live, right? Like nobody's going to expect that I hit every single point every time and the gameplay isn't necessarily going to be perfect, but if I took my time and did it and edited it down and made it exactly the way that I would want, I would obsess over it forever and I never get anything done. So I guess that's kind of the way that I have approached it, largely to do with my anxiety. Hypothetical question, you're in the hospital getting your appendix taken out and all your pre-recorded impressions are corrupted. Do you still get a video out that day? I have one emergency video that I have set to private in case I absolutely have to use it, but I really don't want to because it's not a good episode. So I'd have like 1 day of leeway unless I have a backlog. But I've actually gotten through situations like that. Like my power's been out, I've lost internet for a whole day. Actually, when my power was out for a whole week, I still managed to get episodes up. Because I knew there was a storm coming, so I recorded huge amounts in advance, and I was really lucky. I think I had it down to the day when my power and internet came back on. So that was really nice. Yeah, it's been a really crazy balancing act that it's gotten this far and I haven't missed a day. It could happen, and if it does, I'm not going to hopefully beat myself up too much over it. How is 100 antimatter unlock appearing? It's going to take a while. I'm at 35 right now. You should write a book on your experience with indie games. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe when I'm like 50 or something, I could do that. Although, again, like I just said, I'd probably obsess over it for endless amounts of time. Do any random fans recognize you on the streets? Definitely not. For one, I don't really go out all that often, and number two, like, I don't think I'm in a place where that would happen. Like, I'm not in a high population area, and even if I was, like, I'm not, like, doing anything all that crazy. Yeah, I mean, almost 40,000 people being subscribed to me on YouTube is totally insane, and if I were to imagine what 40,000 people would look like in one room, that blows my mind a little bit. But at the same time, in the scope of, like, reach and influence, I'm not like a celebrity or anything, so I wouldn't expect people to know what I look like. It would be very flattering if it ever happened, but I wouldn't expect it or anything. Emergency video is clearly Door Fortress. It's actually not, but I'm not going to say what it is. Interesting. I thought that writing might be a good assurance against YouTube failure. Yeah, well, if I have to do it, I would definitely consider that, but I don't think I'd be as happy doing that as I am doing what I'm doing now. Do you do many fan game meetups? I don't really do any, honestly. Maybe I'm a little paranoid, but it just seems like not the best idea to like have people know exactly where I live or anything like that. Um, because there's really weird people sometimes that show up. Not that I'm saying you guys are or anything, but like it just I've seen stuff happen to people that's like kind of awkward and bad. So I don't know, makes me a little apprehensive about it. Plus, anxiety and stuff. Oh no, I meant in games. Yeah, I want to do at least two a month, so we're probably due for another one next weekend. If I ever see you, I will hug you. Period. You can't stop the hug. Uh, okay, I guess hugging's not so bad, but like if you could say that you're about to do that, that would be even better. So I know like what's going on and like why you're about to hug me. Not that a hug is that bad. It's just like kind of you don't expect it. Whatever. Am I ever going to PAX East? Hopefully. I went to the last one, so I would like to go again next year if we could work that out. And I have enough money to afford the trip, which I probably will. Emergency video is actually Minecraft. Nope, not that one either. One day I'll record that. Maybe that'll be my 5th anniversary. I'll do a Minecraft video or something. How about GTA 5 when multiplayer comes out? Still need to find a way to record it. Like, the thing I was doing with the stream last night, not so practical. Totally didn't really work, as you may have seen if you were there. Have you heard of Burning Man, the annual artistic convention in the desert? Yes, I have heard of it. Not really something I necessarily want to go to. I think it's kind of very drug-addled as far as I know, but I could be wrong. Don't really do drugs, so I don't know. That seems like not the best fit for me. But, I'm into meeting cool people, so, maybe it could happen. Have you found that making videos has helped with anxiety? Yes, I kind of have, actually, so, that's nice. Reed says, I will kiss you with my tongue if I see you. Okay, are you a woman? Because there are some elements that make things a little confusing. Yeah, not really into guys. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just not my thing, so hopefully you're a lady, and hopefully that's consensual, and I would want to kiss you. We can talk later. I'm kidding. I mean, we can, but kidding about the implication there. Burning Man is basically anarchy in the desert, really not your kind of thing. Okay, fair enough. Is adding you on Steam a subscriber benefit? Not really. I just sort of pick a couple people at random sometimes to add, but usually I just pick people that I know from doing various things. I think I passed a good question, and I don't know what it is anymore. Oh well. Have you ever let yourself be immersed in a game, gone home for existence? For instance, did it scare you at times with odd emptiness? Yeah, I mean, actually, Gone Home was a great example. It totally did actually do that for me. It really brought me in, and I was like really upset by the end of it. The way that it, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's an emotional game for sure. And I'm not saying that I was upset because something bad happened or anything, because it didn't necessarily, but it was really, really good. Are strange women your thing, my brother? Maybe. I don't know. I have no problem with strange women. My name on Steam is Sirloin, the 13th Master of 69. Does this change your opinion on adding me? Not sure, actually. I'll have to think about that. Which emotes work again? I didn't know they stopped. Do you play Dota often? Actually, I haven't played Dota in a while. I'm probably due to play another game. Yeah, G-Wizard, I do notice your name. I've definitely seen you a couple of times. I get real immersed in games. I get emotional during Little Inferno. I never finished that. I should probably do that on stream one time. That's actually a great game to play on stream because it's not really a game that I'm forced to like proceed forward in any given moment. I can just sort of like stop playing it and talk for a while. Yeah, Gone Home was so good. I have to say, I was really impressed by it. I wish they would just have more games like that. You know, just really good storytelling. The whole package was just spectacular. Like the production quality on it, the voice acting on it, the music, the ambience, like everything about it just really, I don't know, it just opened me up to want to care about what's going on in it, which is not a thing that I'm used to seeing that often. And it's unfortunate that so many people were turned off by the price point. I mean, I hear you. It's fair to feel that way. But it's unfortunate that people didn't get a chance to play it. I really hope that at some point that game will go on really nice sale and a lot of people get in and play it, and that they weren't spoiled to it by hearing other people talk about it or anything. And if I had the ability, I would try and get some codes. Well, maybe I can actually. I could try to get some codes for giveaway or to put on the site or something. I'm not sure how apprehensive they are about giving out promo codes for it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you could ask for a much bigger advocate of the game than me, so I think if anything, you know, they'd maybe want me to talk about it. And for good reason. I'm not behind it just because I decided to be behind it, but because I really think there is some serious artistic merit to that game. It's definitely in my top 5. Well, of the year, it's in my top, like, 3. Of all time, it's probably in my top 10. So if that says anything, I've played a lot of games. It's a serious thing. I couldn't play Gone Home because my computer is shit. That's unfortunate. That's the other element that makes it a little hard. Yep, I did get friend requests. What's your thoughts on the Yogg? Fair question. I actually really like it, and I'm not sure why I still haven't done a video on it. Like, I really am not sure. There's no real reason that I haven't. Aside from just other stuff just jumping in front of it. So, yeah, no reason that it couldn't still happen. I have a copy. Probably best played with a couple of friends, but at the same time, then you don't really get to explore talking about it as much. It's an interesting thing because the game at a conceptual level, like what the gameplay core elements are, it's not the deepest game. Like, you get these stats, you get attributes, you click on a couple things, there's a few branching paths and things, but like the game itself isn't huge. You know, you start to see repeats in some of the story elements pretty quickly. But regardless, the art's beautiful, the music is beautiful, the concept behind it, I mean, it's fun for a bunch of plays. It might not have legs the way a lot of games do. Opinion on grand strategy games? Not so much my thing. I don't have any ill will towards them, but I don't really like them. I don't find that they're that fun for me, but I think they're fine. I had to deal with some serious frame issues with Gone Home, but it was still a great experience. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. It's a game that really should be played at like the best quality you can have. Nick subsists on stream watchers. He doesn't need food. Eat on stream. I don't really want to eat on stream. That doesn't feel right to me. But I probably should go in a minute and go get some food. So if you guys have a couple more questions, I'll answer them. But we'll wrap up in a moment here. I'm really glad that you hung out for a few minutes. I like doing this. It's always fun to kind of chill out, relax a little bit, talk about some stuff. I also want to make a list of like most commonly asked questions. Actually, if one of you guys wanted to do that, like make a list for me of like what are the questions you see most often in these chats, and just like send me an email of it. That would be really helpful. And then I'll go and I'll make a video that's like, here are all the common questions, so that way if they come up in these chats, I'll just refer you to the video or something. Yeah, like a proper FAQ, like a frequently asked questions. Oh, thanks, Mkoma. No problem. Yeah, I mean, I like doing it, so. You have a 3DS? If so, what's your favorite game on it? I have a 3DS, but I have two games, and I've had the same two games since launch. I've had Ocarina of Time and Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4. And I don't really like either of them all that much. I mean, I've already beaten Ocarina of Time, and I already have Super Street Fighter 4 on another system. I actually have it on two systems. So, I don't know. The system doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I can play Metroid Fusion on it, though. That's something, I guess. My email is actually my contact form on indie-impressions.com, so feel free to go over there if you want to email me. I haven't had a nice stream with the fans in a while. Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, no problem, Sidek. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Gone Home isn't a horror, but it can be unnerving at times. Yeah, there's a few moments where you're not sure exactly where things are going to go. And I don't know, it definitely is a bit unnerving. It's unsettling, and the ambience is so strong that it makes you really second guess what you think about is going on in the game, which is why I think one of the reasons I was so strongly attached to it. It really does a great job of carrying the player through the game and sort of manipulating your emotions. So, really good. Is there a policy regarding what it takes to be a mod on your Twitch? Not really. Just be a cool guy, be on the streams occasionally, or fairly frequently anyway. And if you have a reasonable rapport with me and I need mods, I'll consider you. How was your day? It was fine. I mean, I didn't get a whole lot done in terms of like work stuff, but it was a good day. I mean, anytime I get to hang out with you guys is a good day, so no complaints. You do this like every day? Well, I don't know if I could do it every day, but I could probably do it a little more frequently. I know money's a problem, but I highly suggest Fire Emblem as my personal goatee of the year. Yeah, I mean, honestly, buying a game for my 3DS is like almost the lowest thing on my priority list right now. If I was to spend money on anything, I would probably put it down for like a pre-order on a PS4 or something. Or like try and get an Illegato or like get a better internet connection. So like really, not that I don't hear you, and it's probably a great game, I really can't afford it. Uh, Yeah, at the moment there's enough mods, I would say. I don't really want it to end up like Doxy's stream where there's like 50 mods all on at the same time. I like having, a couple people or, between 3 and 5 people or 2 and 5 people that handle that. And the mods I have do an excellent job, so I have no complaints. If you guys ever got busy, I'm speaking to the mods, if you ever got busy and couldn't be around for a long time or you just don't want to do it anymore, just let me know. That's totally fine and I'll shift out to some other people. There's not really all that many like perks of being a mod anyway. You just get to like do administrative work for nothing. So I would like to reward my mods at some point though. So I will keep that in mind. If I ever get a whole bunch of extra codes, you guys should definitely get something because you do a really good job, and I appreciate it a whole bunch. I'll write up a FAQ for you like tomorrow if I remember. Don't feel pressured to it. It's not really something that I did away or anything. So to need more mods, you should spam the chat first. Well, I mean, it does actually matter, like, if there's a ton of people talking all the time, you know, we might need more mods. But right now, I mean, roughly half of the chat things have a sword before them, so we're good. Can you at least tell us what you're going to eat so we can imagine you eating it messily in our heads? Probably lasagna or soup? I don't know. See which one looks better. Shots fired. Oh, Kappa. Okay, fair. It's all good. I understand you feel I've been having to cut back on stuff as well. Yep. Appreciated, Imcoma. How many cookies is enough? There can never be enough cookies, honestly. I could buy another antimatter condenser at this point. Or I should maybe save up for the Big Bang Bake or Snickerdoodles. I don't know. Just buy another antimatter condenser. We're not making a whole bunch of progress anymore, but still feels good. We're almost at 2 billion cookies per second, so that's a lot. Is there anything I can help with regarding your YouTube, Twitch channel, example thumbnails? No, I got that pretty much covered. I went to school to do graphic design, so like I should probably do at least my own thumbnails. But if something comes up, I guess I'll let you know. I mean, I have possibly F Snow Zombie's going to make some new Twitch emotes for me, so there's that. But I think I already got that covered. He doesn't even want much for it either. Good guy. He's a really great artist too. You want a chance to be mod? Tell your friends and their friends to watch the streams. Another mod maybe you needed. Perfect. No cap and necessary. Oh, lasagna sounds real good right now. At least I can pretend to be. Why do you want to be mod so bad? There's nothing really going on. Thankfully, you guys are mostly really cool and you don't even need modding. Do you plan... Oh, yeah, I forgot about exclamation point exterminate. Yeah, that is an ongoing thing. If Dalek ever wants me to put something for exclamation point exterminate, just let me know and I'll take care of that, because I would like that to happen. Rock exterminate. Well, I wonder if making a Dalek would be, like, too copywritten. Probably, right? I mean, it's got to be a property of, you know, the Doctor Who people. We just want the sword. It would be cool if we could make custom mod icons. I think that should be a thing. But then again, maybe they want that to be universal, or at least have, like, a custom color for the sword. That would be kind of nice if you could set that. Because, I mean, every channel sort of has a little bit of, like, a graphical theming to it, right? I mean, I think my channel is predominantly sort of purple or something like that. I've been tossing around in my head if I wanted to change my YouTube avatar icon to match the Twitch one. But I sort of look at it like, well, these are my two main things that I do for, you know, a living now. So, like, I like having one be sort of identifiable versus the other. So, like, we've got the... You know, the one is like the peach-colored one, and then the other one's like the purple-colored one. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, do you want my Twitch avatar for Rock Exterminate? No, I can't really... I have to make my own art, so that's the only thing. So I would have to draw it, and if I drew it, then... I don't know, I can't really draw anything copyrighted either. Can you make the subscriber icon the same as the mod icon? Oh, that's... No, probably not. Well, you have to submit it to them, and they would say probably no. Pretty sure they would, because they said no to Josh for a couple things too, so. Okay, good night, Pie Avenger. Rock Inseminate? That's a weird one. Just draw it in MS Paint. Now I'm a perfectionist, I would want it to be really nice. Yeah, I think we'll probably wrap up the stream in a second then, so. Thanks for coming, everybody, and thanks for all the good questions. And I need to go get some food, so hopefully nobody minds. I do want to do some more streams with Rob. I really want to play some more Saints Row 4 pretty soon. I'm definitely going to be streaming some more Hearthstone at some point. And I probably want to do a stream of Super Metroid. So, you know, keep your eye around, keep your eyes open for that. If you want to follow me on Twitch, that's greatly appreciated. Anybody that hasn't already done so, you know, feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube if you want daily indie game stuff. And, of course, my Twitter, at RockLeeSmile. All the details, of course, are in the place below the video window. So if you'd like, all that info is right there for your clicking. And, of course, if you follow me on Twitter, that's probably the best way to find out about my streams other than just following me directly on Twitch, because you get emails if you set that and all that. So yeah, I'll come up with some stuff. I gotta get some food. I hope you guys had a great night, and I hope you enjoyed the NLSS and hanging out. And I will see you again real soon. Feel free to stick around for the ads if you like. Feel free to bail as well, and I will talk to you later.